A son is accused of murdering his mother, then leaving her body in an abandoned home.
Yeah, initially police weren't even able to identify the victim because of the condition of the body.
It's hard to determine when the body is in such a state of decomposition.
In the heat of mid-July, a man taking a walk called police.
Somebody's walking my porch and said there's a dead body in the house across the street from my house.
The man who discovered the body then spoke with the dispatcher.
When I walked into the first room, I smelled something, but when I walked to the middle room, I thought it was a dummy at first.
Unable to find any evidence of foul play, detectives left the scene, waiting to hear back from the coroner.
After the autopsy was completed 3 days later, this became a murder.
The examination revealed that the victim, identified as Shanae Hunt, was shot in the side of the head, according to the Vanderburgh County coroner. After getting a search warrant for the home, detectives say they found an uncommon type of ammunition at the scene. A months-long investigation ensued, eventually leading to the arrest of Hunt's son, Jaron Wells, in southern Illinois on Monday.
She 100% took care of Jaron by herself, had her own place and everything at 16 years old. She did everything for her son. He was her life. There is nothing in this world that she could have done because she loved that boy.
Wells was found and arrested in Harrisburg, Illinois, and taken into custody.
Recently on my channel, I explored an abandoned home where a body was found decomposed on a mattress for weeks. The body was found just a couple days before I explored the building, but little did I know that the pending autopsy results would show something much deeper than a drug overdose. This is the other abandoned house where they found a dead body. The window's wide open on this one, so I'm kind of terrified. This is where they found the other body. I'm not sure where. Looks like it might have been here. 45-year-old Shanae Michelle Hunt was found in an abandoned home laying deceased on a mattress. Yep. When she was found just a few days before I explored the house, her body was too decomposed to show that she was murdered. The EPD described the home as being in a complete state of disarray, with trash strewn about and several holes in the floor and walls, but they did not suspect foul play. Her autopsy results came back and she suffered from a gunshot wound to the head. Just a few days later, a man was arrested in Illinois for her killing, and it turned out to be a man named Jaron Wells, her own son. The gun used was bought off Facebook Marketplace by Jaron himself with the money his mother loaned him. Wells sent multiple incriminating messages in the weeks leading up to her murder, including one stating, "This pistol does not have a safety," and "There's no such thing as an accident." Investigators got in contact with Shanae's daughter, and she informed them that her brother, Jaron Wells, messaged her saying Shanae is now dead. Her daughter captured images of the messages and forwarded them to the detectives, providing even more proof that he was the murderer. An analysis of Jaron's bank statement led investigators to search a storage unit. I'm guessing heroin needles. Detectives reported finding an empty Glock handgun case and one rifle. It was a kid's toy. More incriminating messages were discovered. He had texted his mother, "Gonna leave my pistol here, no cocking it." The message states, "Just have to squeeze the trigger to fire. There's no such thing as an accident. Everything is preventable from handling firearms." Investigators gained access to his Facebook account. When buying the gun, Jaron stated he would ask his mom to see if he could borrow some money. Vanderburgh County Coroner's Office publicly disclosed that they had identified Shanae as a deceased person found in an abandoned Harriet Street home. That same day, Jaron deleted his mother as a Facebook friend after multiple news outlets published articles detailing the coroner's finding. Jaron Wells was sentenced to life in prison for the killing of his own mother. To send flowers to the family or plant a tree in memory of Shanae Michelle Hunt, please visit the link below. Today I'm on the way back to an abandoned house where a body was found. When I explored it the last time, the autopsy hadn't come in yet. They didn't think anything was suspicious about the death of the woman that was there. Unfortunately, the autopsy came back and she had a gunshot wound to the head. A man was arrested in Illinois last week for her murder. It was her son. When I explored this building the last time, they didn't know that had happened. They maybe thought it was like an overdose or something. I'm on the way back right now to see what all they've done to the house, if they've maybe blocked it off or taken some things for evidence. So I'm gonna go in and see what's left after they found out that it was a murder case. They tore it down.
Man is in jail tonight, charged in the death of his mother back in July.
Yeah, police say 28-year-old Jaron Wells was arrested in Harrisburg, Illinois yesterday, charged in the death of Shanae Hunt.
Hunt's body was found in an abandoned home on Harriet Street. That's where we find our Steve Mailing. So Steve, what's the latest that we know?
Hey, Brianne, Randy. When we first reported on Hunt being found in this home here on Harriet Street, police told us they didn't suspect foul play, and they said that belief was surrounded around the condition that Hunt's body was found in, and that was the belief until the autopsy ruled her death a homicide, and the ensuing investigation led police to Jaron Wells, her son.
Shanae Hunt's death was a shock to her family and friends. Her body left inside of an abandoned home on Harriet Street for police to find over 2 weeks after they say she died.
The home was in disarray when officers got there. It was a vacant home that it was apparent people had come in and out of the vacant home and trashed the place.
Hunt's death hit her family hard, including her cousin, Christy Haynes, who says the two were close.
I can't even begin to explain or understand where all this came from.
EPD Special Projects Coordinator Officer Taylor Maris says officers launched an investigation. According to an affidavit, multiple suspects were ruled out, except for one.
They found probable cause that he was the son of Miss Hunt and that he took her life inside of that home.
Haynes says once she found out about Hunt's death, her focus turned to Wells.
I was shocked, but I instantly knew, I don't know, it was just a feeling, I instantly knew that Jaron had done it because of the way that she had passed. And he had lied to his sister and told her that he had been in Texas, that he hadn't even been in Indiana. And I knew for a fact that he was in Indiana with his mother.
Officials detail in the affidavit that Wells removed his mother as a friend on Facebook the day she was ID'd as the body found in the abandoned home. It goes on to say the two had been fighting, according to friends close to them.
She 100% took care of Jaron by herself, had her own place and everything at 16 years old.
Wells was found and arrested in Harrisburg, Illinois, and taken into custody. Police say he went without incident, and he'll face court in Vanderburgh County for the murder charge. Haynes still can't wrap her head around the scenario and can't find peace in the situation.
She did everything for her son. He was her life, and I don't understand it. There is nothing in this world that she could have done because she loved that boy.
Well, police told me that Wells is currently booked in the Saline County Jail, but is expected to be extradited to Evansville sometime within the week. And as always, we'll keep you updated on this tragic situation as it continues to develop in court. For now, reporting live in Evansville, Steve Mailing, 14 News.